Haruna Iddrisu'S reckless, arrogant, school long hair rant. Haruna Iddrisu is a man that I really love. I knew Haruna Iddrisu whilst I was walking on the streets of Tamale. I knew Haruna Iddrisu when he used to come to Tamale and teach during vacations for free. I knew Haruna Iddrisu as a very good-hearted person. My brother, my sister. And I saw him rise from student politics all the way into mainstream politics. I am always happy for him. Haruna Iddrisu is 4 solid years older than me. I was born in 1974 and he was born in 1970. The 8th of September. We both are September borns. He's attended a number of my music concerts and album launches that I had. My brother, my sister, this is Haruna Iddrisu. It hurts me when I have to talk about people that are close to me and I know personally, but it's all about Ghana. Nobody is bigger than Ghana. My brother, my sister, a few years ago, we had some Rasta youth going to Achimota Secondary School. This is Iddrisu'S. He went to Achimota School with his dreadlocks. Alongside Oheneba, a son of a Rastaman. My brother, my sister. And when they arrived in the school, we knew them as Rasta boys. Princes, we call them. Long before they went to Achimota School. We saw how they were even born. We carried them when they were little children. And for them to go to Achimota School and be treated the way they were treated. In fact, we were heartbroken. What happened? Achimota Secondary School refused to accept them because of their dreadlocks. No matter how much they spoke to the school and told the school that this is for religious reasons, it's not for fun. The school said, no, you must either go and shave off and be part of Achimota School or find another school built by Rastafarians and go there. It became a big debate in Ghana. 90% of all Ghanaians were against what Achimota School was doing. There were a few people who were supporting Achimota School. That is a decent school, and this school you have to be decent. And I asked a big question. What is decency? Decency is about your way of worship. My brother, my sister, it went to court. Thanks to Lawyer Wayo and some other people who supported. This case went in favor of the 2 Rasta students. It was only Iddrisu'S who was able to go to the school. Or Oheneba decided that no, he will not go to the school because of victimization. Iddrisu'S told me personally how some of the students teased him. Some of the teachers would even come to class and make innuendos. But he stood firm. We encouraged him. We were ready to even go to the school and talk to some of the teachers who were not behaving properly. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, this guy who was almost rejected. In fact, he was rejected and we forced our way through into that school because it's our right as Rasta people to be able to have access to education without any fear and favor. Our constitution says that we have freedom of worship. As long as this is an established worship internationally, you cannot deny us any chance of going into Achimota School. Rastas became enemies of Achimota School. He became the first Rasta man to be admitted into Achimota School because we made noise. My brother, my sister, he started representing the school at the Brilliant Science and Maths quiz. And he was blowing it. Pam, pam, pam. So brilliant. He was one of the most well-behaved students of the school. His hair did not stop him from learning. His hair did not stop him from behaving well. His hair did not make him smoke ntampe. His hair did not make him sniff cocaine. His hair did not in any negative way pull him back. He topped his class over and over. Those who had an easy walk into the school, my brother, my sister, were going to him to teach them. And when the results came, he excelled in all the papers that he wrote. Ohiniba rather went to Ghana International School, and he also finished his papers. My brother, my sister, got the chance to fly abroad, but his father said, no, I want my son to study right here in Africa. Iras flew to the United States, and over there, if you follow him on Facebook, you will see his exploits. The Americans are mesmerized at the kind of brains that he had. He still has his dreadlocks. His father is dreadlocked. He's a triplet. All his sisters, his two sisters and him, are fully dreadlocked. Their mother fully dreadlocked. And yet Achimota School wanted this boy to shave off his hair. We stood firm and fought it. In the days, my brother, my sister, the NDC came in to support us. Today is the 10th of the NDC. And I was crestfallen, shocked, when I heard Honorable Haruna Iddrisu utter some words. I don't want to hear those words alone. Watch Honorable Haruna Iddrisu address Ghanaians. The video has gone viral. Everybody has seen it. Watch and listen.
Director General of the GES is here. Chairman of the GES Council is here. There is an ongoing debate in social media about haircuts and size and length of hair in secondary schools. We will not tolerate it today. We will not tolerate it tomorrow. And so long as we are molding character, if we give in to hair today, tomorrow it will be shoes, and the next day it will be the way they dress. Therefore, as part of our disciplinary measures, headmasters and GES, you are accordingly empowered to take full control of how students behave on your campuses. So anybody who thinks that your child will walk into any institution of learning as if that child, forgive my words, was to attend a beauty contest, the school environment is not for that purpose and not cut for that purpose, and would not tolerate that as an institution.
This one was killed and taken from Hits FM. And this was at Mauli. And that was what Honorable Haruna Iddrisu said. That they wouldn't accept long hair in the schools today, neither would they accept it tomorrow. And that, if you think that you can just walk into any of the schools just like that, as if it was a beauty contest, they wouldn't accept it. He said today, if they allow the hair, tomorrow is going to be shoes. I think this is a very reckless and arrogant statement my brother Haruna Iddrisu has put out. What? You speak to the public that pays you Like this. Like this. Where is the reasoning? How can the hair be equated to an artificial thing like a shoe? Do you go out there and buy hair? Hair grows naturally. We must respect the hair culture. There are some people, their religion has to do with hair. Rastas. When you read the Bible, it is in there. The vow of the Nazarite. So when you start fighting hair, then you are seen to be fighting somebody's religion, which I don't think is what the minister meant. In fact, I'm so ashamed. If Murtala Ibrahim was alive, who was friends with my very good brother Haruna Iddrisu, I don't know what would have happened. We all remember how Murtala Ibrahim, get me his photograph, fought so much for these Rastas. How he came out vehemently to defend the fact that they had the right to wear their hair. Haruna was in parliament. It was discussed in parliament. The NDC caucus did not go against what it was. Was it because they were in opposition? Today you are in power, and arrogantly you can stand before the people and say, hey, we are not accepting it today, we are not accepting it tomorrow. If you think it was a beauty contest, it's not a beauty contest. If you accept it today, tomorrow is going to be a shoe. Where is the relationship? How do they relate? Hair and shoe? What kind of warped logic is this? This man will be rolling in his grave over and over. My brother, I was going to play some of the things he said about Rasta when this issue came into being in parliament, supporting the Rasta people to go to school. Today that Rasta boy is in America. Let's say he becomes a rocket scientist. He develops a certain kind of nuclear whatever that can give us free electricity here in Ghana. Would you reject it because of his hair? Why don't we glorify our nature? Okonfo Anoche, who brought the golden stool to the scientists, he had long hair. According to history, Jesus himself had long hair. Paul at the time had very long hair. If you don't want to call it dreadlocks or rasta, just say long hair so you can be more comfortable. My brother, some people have no respect for people's culture. And I think Haruna has made a very bad mistake. I think he needs to apologize. Not only to Ghanaians, but to the millions of Rastafarians around the world and people who solidarize with Rastas. Bob Marley sings his music. You take a lot of inspiration from that. Did you say his hair was bad? Do you know when he started growing his locks? Or is it because of the school? No, I am sad. Now, all this happened when a lady, a young girl, I hear from Ya Asantua Secondary School, going to Ya Asantua Secondary School. That's the young girl there. Look at the face, the trauma she had to go through. She's carried the hair, worn the long hair, all this while. All of a sudden, because she has to go to school, they have subjected her. There are many people who say, oh, she even looks better like this. It's not about looks. It's about your affiliation, your attachment to what you have. There are some people, their fingernails, they are so attached to those nails. Anytime they break one, they go through some kind of traumatic situation. We need to respect all these things. American school children, they are some of the most brilliant. When they come out, they invent so many things. We don't invent too much in these days. they don't force their students to cut their hair. Races are allowed. People with hair as long as from here to Tamale are allowed. Because they've come to understand what is called human rights. Ras Mubarak wasn't happy about this as well. And he decided to go wild on Honorable Haruna Iddrisu. Watch this. Short hair won't stop double salary scandals. And this is a straight bullet to Haruna, because it was said that Haruna was receiving 2 salaries as an MP and a minister, which is against our laws in this country. It was an allegation. So Mubarak is saying, your short hair did not stop you from taking 2 salaries illegally. Please, let us be serious. Don't joke with people's culture. So if I'm a fetish priest and my son, I'm training him to be a fetish priest, and he's going to school with Mpese, he has to shave. Haven't you seen people who have shaved their hair and have gone into some kind of wild trauma, never returned to normalcy? We don't care. No, Honorable, with all respect, I'm one of your biggest fans. The president has, in fact, praised you so much that you've brought some new things into the educational system in Ghana. I want to applaud you, but this, in fact, will make you unpopular. Time to come, years to come, people will quote that you made this reckless and arrogant statement. We can support you on this. No. Dash is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power.